Ever since One Piece started, it's felt like destiny that Luffy would become Pirate King. But what if that didn't happen, and instead, Buggy did? Now I bet you're wondering, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. And I agree with you, but today, we're exploring a hypothetical scenario where Buggy actually becomes the Pirate King and finds the One Piece. So, how would Buggy get there? Well, if you look throughout the story of One Piece, Buggy has a trajectory of falling upwards. He doesn't want to become emperor, he doesn't want all of this, but it's almost like he has reverse luck. He always ends up in higher positions of power, whilst being completely weak and an idiot. So, in the mythical universe where this actually happens, Oda would probably follow that route to explain how this little shit became Pirate King. I could also see it as like the ultimate rage bait if Luffy and Blackbeard just killed each other fighting and then Buggy just comes through and steals the One Piece. But now, let's look at what Buggy would do as Pirate King. Well, first, I imagine he wouldn't last long, but would probably want to amass immense personal wealth and kind of just live lavishly and have a bunch of minions like following him around. However, behind the scenes, I don't think he would be much of a Pirate King at all, since you know he's a giant fraud. But I think we'd have a similar situation as the Cross Guild, where Buggy is actually the face of the Pirate King, but Mihawk and maybe Crocodile are controlling him. Sorry, Buggy. So, now that we've discussed what Buggy would do as Pirate King and how that would look like, let's discuss his fall as Pirate King and how I think this would happen. Well, obviously Buggy is pretty weak, so it'd be pretty easy for the Navy to capture him. But he would have subordinates, if you can call them that, like Mihawk or Crocodile, that are protecting him. So I think the only way it would go down is if Mihawk or Crocodile got fed up with him, which, as we can see, is very easy, and they end up killing him or turning him into the Navy for some sort of deal. And I could see the Navy making Mihawk and Crocodile emperors as return, so the power is balanced. Anyways, I know this is a super short video, but this is my first one ever on this channel, so if you enjoyed it, have a great rest of your day, and please consider subscribing.